Hi, I'm Mirjam, psychological astrologer, and today I would like to continue my little Astro Diary in order to give you some practical examples for astrological transits. Today I would like to talk about a little transit that I've had yesterday and because it was a Venus transit, I didn't really expect too much of it, because these transits normally last only like a day or two, so it's something minor that happens, normally not something really big, so we're not talking Pluto or Saturn. Venus that has just entered the sign of Gemini hit my Jupiter yesterday in the ninth house. Gemini in the ninth house. So Jupiter is a planet of expansion and higher knowledge in the ninth house of expansion and higher knowledge. So I've always been someone very, very interested in foreign languages. So because the ninth house is very much about exploring foreign cultures as well. And also I've got my ascendant rule in the ninth house. Foreign languages always been a main passion of mine. And Venus also is the ruler of my ninth house, so there was a really, really strong connection there. And Venus hit my Jupiter yesterday, and what happened was Venus is, of course, a planet of love, beauty, and the arts, but also it's a social planet. It's about relationships. It's about making a connection. Venus is the ruler of Libra. One of her rulerships is in Libra, so it's very much also about socializing. So there's a social aspect to it, as well as the aspect of knowledge and language. So there's a connection somewhere. So what actually happened was that I had a very interesting and very uplifting, so Jupiter, right, so Sag, very uplifting little conversation with someone on social media. So I had commented on a post, and he had written something, and then I said, oh, now I've learned something. So I had actually learned a new foreign word. I had learned a word that I didn't know before, because English is not my native, and it was a bit of a really specific word. And then I noticed that there is a very, very similar word, a very similar expression that we have in German that is almost the same word, and it has kind of the same meaning. So that was really interesting. So that really, from me, that really referred to this having this little Venus-Jupiter moment of like enlightenment, or like, oh wow, that's amazing! Like I've learned a new phrase, and I've also made a connection to something I already knew, and I have it enhanced my knowledge. It's an enhancement of knowledge. That's what Jupiter does, and it's in the sign of Gemini, which is about connecting, and it's very much about media. It's not just journalism, but the whole media world and social media as well. So if you have your natal Jupiter in Gemini, also you most likely you feel like a connection to social media on a larger scale, that you may want to express yourself on a larger scale as well, or make more significant connections than just those on like a private level. So yeah, that was my lovely moment, and it was a really nice moment because it was a really nice connection with this guy that I had, and it was just a really happy moment, which is what Venus Jupiter is about. So it was nothing major, but just really having this lovely moment of, oh, he's written something I didn't know before, and I've learned something new, and I had this language connection, which I always love. I always love learning something new, learning something in a different language, just enhancing my knowledge. So yeah, that was Venus, Jupiter and Gemini in the ninth house. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope to see you on the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye.